I work nights at this hospital. It's small, only 5 floors, tucked away in a quiet part of town. I clean stuff, mop floors, wipe counters, empty trash bins. Been doing it for a couple years now, so I'm used to the quiet. The place always feels weird after midnight, though. Like empty, but not really. The lights are dimmed, and the only sounds are humming machines and occasional beeps from patient rooms. Sometimes, I catch myself looking over my shoulder for no reason. Last Thursday, something happened I can't shake. I was done with the 2nd floor. I'd just finished mopping the hallway near the nurse's station, and my back was aching. Needed to head up to 5 to clean the break room. I stepped into the elevator, this old, rickety thing that groans every time it moves. The buttons are worn, and the floor indicator flickers. I hit the button for 5, and the doors slid shut with a clang. It started moving, creaking as usual. Then it just stopped. The little screen above the buttons said 6. I stared at it. 6? We don't have a 6th floor. I pressed 5 again, but nothing. The doors opened anyway, letting out a soft ding that echoed in the silence. I stepped out, figuring I'd find stairs. The air hit me first. Cold, damp, like a basement nobody's been in for years. It smelled stale, like dust and old paper, mixed with something sharp, almost metallic. The lights were flickering, buzzing softly, casting moving shadows. It looked like the other floors, same white walls, same doors, but everything was off. The paint was peeling, and there was thick dust on the floor, like no one had walked here in ages. A weird smell lingered too, like old bandages mixed with something sour. I took a few steps, and my sneakers squeaked on the tiles. Too loud. My chest felt tight. Then I heard it. A whisper. Not words, just sounds, coming from down the hall. It was faint, like someone breathing too close to a microphone. I froze, listening hard. Nothing. Maybe it was the vents, I told myself. Or the pipes. Old buildings make noises, right? I swallowed, my throat dry, and kept walking, looking for a way out. My hands were sweaty. The hallway stretched on, longer than it should have, and I passed a room with the door cracked open. Inside, there was this old bed, all rusty, with stained sheets bunched up at the foot. A tray sat beside it, covered in ancient tools, scalpels, forceps, things I didn't recognize. They were tarnished, like they'd been left out for decades. I don't know why, but I kept going, like something was pulling me forward. That's when I saw her. End of the hall, a figure just standing there, too far to see clear. But she had this long gown, like a patient. It was white, but dirty, like it had been dragged through mud. She didn't move. I stopped, heart pounding so hard I could hear it in my ears. "Hey," I said, voice shaky. "You okay?" She didn't answer. I took a step closer. Stupid, I know. And she turned her head. Slow. Her face was pale, too pale, like paper, and her eyes were just black holes, no light in them. Her hair hung in limp strands, sticking to her skin. I swear she said my name, but her mouth didn't move. It was like the word floated in the air between us. I bolted, ran back to the elevator, slamming the button over and over. Come on, come on. I kept looking back. She was walking now, slow, dragging her feet, her gown trailing behind her. The lights flickered faster, and the buzzing grew louder, like angry bees. The doors finally opened, and I jumped in, hitting the ground floor button so hard my finger hurt. The doors closed right as she got close, her hand reaching out, pale and bony. I didn't breathe till I felt the elevator drop. When I got downstairs, I stumbled out, legs shaky. I found my buddy at the desk, Mike. Man, the elevator went to 6, and there was this woman up there! I blurted, still catching my breath. He laughed, shaking his head. 6? Dude, we only got 5 floors. You dreaming or what? I made him check the elevator with me, button stop at 5. Number 6. He patted my shoulder, chuckling. You look like you've seen a ghost, man. Maybe cut back on the late-night coffee. But his laugh was nervous. Now I stick to the stairs. My legs ache from climbing, but I don't care. Last night, I heard a nurse say her coffee cup fell off the table for no reason. She laughed it off, blaming clumsy hands. I didn't. Sometimes when I'm mopping alone, I hear that whisper again, faint, calling me. It's always when I'm near the elevator, like it's waiting for me to press the button again. I don't know what's up there, and I don't want to find out. But sometimes, in the quiet, I wonder if she's still standing there, waiting for someone to step off on the 6th floor.